Joe is a student at Newcastle University. He is taking a theory module for which he has to submit an essay at the end of the course. Joe is intelligent. He did lots of reading and researching for this assignment. But Joe now is overwhelmed with information. He is disoriented and doesn't know where to start or how to organize his ideas for the essay. Many students face the same problem as Joe. This video gives you some tips and guidance on how to plan and organize your ideas prior to writing an essay or dissertation. Some students prefer linear note-taking methods to organize their ideas. They use bullet points to list the headings, subheadings, and main ideas in their topic. This method is effective, and it makes it easy to draft an essay because it is similar to essay linear composition. Using journalistic questions can be a method for grouping your ideas under the Big 6 questions. Writing the answers for these questions reveals which areas you know more about and which areas you need to research further. Sometimes the lack of information might direct your research differently and make you focus on certain aspects. Cubing enables you to consider your topic from different perspectives. Each side of the cube holds a command. Think of providing answers for these commands. Use this method flexibly in a way that serves your topic. You might be covering a number of commands or just focusing on a few, but sure, it will give you a broader awareness of the topic's complexities. Mind mapping is a nonlinear planning technique that suits students who like to organize their ideas visually and engages more of their senses. You can use colorful pens and paper, or post-it notes, or a whiteboard, or going digital with any of the softwares on the market. It is an effective method to plan the structure of the essay and experiment with it before heading to writing your first draft. It helps in generating, brainstorming, grouping, relating, and making associations with the different ideas in hand. First is the brainstorming phase, where you jot down all your ideas and points you established from reading. It is important to be flexible at this stage and not be concerned with any order or organization. You can use a Sun diagram where you place the main topic in the center and all different points branching out of it. Or you can just jot down all your ideas on a white piece of paper or on the screen randomly. The second phase involves finding relationships between the different points. Try first to group the words and phrases that relate to each other. You can differentiate groups with colors or post-it notes or using the software tools which we will illustrate later on. You can still apply the journalistic questions and the cubing method here to help you group the different ideas in categories. At this stage, it is helpful to think of the hierarchy of the points, differentiating between main points and minor points and detailed information. Tony Buzan's mind maps are effective in this matter. They start with an image in the center as a stimulator for memory, associations, and thoughts. Then from it branch a number of ideas, which will be the basic ordering ideas, BOIs. These are the main chapter headings of your thoughts. The second level ideas emanate from these BOIs, then the third level ideas branch from the second, and so on. Colors help you order, discriminate, code, highlight, remember, and differentiate between ideas. Using images will help in memory and in generating thoughts and interest. Going back to Joe and his feeling of being overwhelmed. Joe is not in the mood of doing any brainstorming. He read about the free writing method, so he grabbed a pen and started free writing for 15 minutes. He jotted down everything coming into his mind without stopping. I mean everything. In this process, there will be a lot of unusable thoughts, but there will also be some insights and discoveries. Even if there's nothing, Joe still quieted the noisy chaos in his brain and greased the brainstorming and writing gears to face the assignment. Now he's ready for the next step, which is brainstorming. Joe's essay is a reflection on his own design work in relation to theories he learned throughout the term. He is designing a facility for patients with dementia. So he wrote the topic in the center, then added some questions he has to answer in his essay, then some main ideas he remembered from a book he read about salutogenesis, then design solutions, and so on and so forth. Next, he started grouping these ideas. Something should go under the introduction. Then he thought that he could group the ideas based on the categorization of that paper he read, and he can explain how his design is meeting each point and reflect on that. So, once the groups are identified, he started adding subgroups and some images of his design work that he thinks clarifies his point, until he got to a point where he is satisfied with his mind map and ready to go to the next stage. Turning the mind map into a linear format requires arranging the different categories in a certain order that makes sense. It can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. You can also add numbers if you want. Each category will be a paragraph or a section that will have the main idea and several sub-ideas. Now it is the time to add connective words or phrases. Connectives can express different types of relationships between points. It can be adding more information where you can use these words, or showing sequence with these words. Sometimes it is contrasting ideas, so you use these connectives. For giving reasons, these words could be beneficial. You can find more connectives on Academic Phrase Bank at this link below the video. For more information about academic writing, you can visit Newcastle University Academic Skills Kit, where you can find valuable tips and guidance. If you would like to create your own interactive mind map where you can move ideas around and edit easily, here is a list of softwares. Some are free like these ones, and some need payment or have limited number of maps.